YouTubers. It's Thursday, the 2nd of August 2012. We have silver coming in at £17.49p, pence or pennies, 27 US bucks and 16 cents. Gold coming in at £1,026.24p, pence or pennies, or 1,594 US bucks and 4 cents. Some linkies for you going down below today. First one, HSBC raises mis-selling and money laundering provisions. HSBC has put aside £1.3 billion sterling to cover potential misleading claims and money laundering fines as it announces a sharp rise in first half profits. Well, it would if it's messing around with the LIBOR rate, wouldn't it? There's a good way of stopping all this. If you have a look at Iran, 4 sentenced to death over 2.6 billion Iran bank fraud. 4 people have been sentenced to death for their role in Iran's biggest bank fraud scandal, Iranian TV reports. Now, I'm sure if they adopted that same policy in the UK and the USA, things might change. What have we got here? Bank of England holds off from more stimulus measures. They were going to pump some more or do some more printing, but they decided not to. It also decided not to increase the program of quantitative easing, QEing, having lifted it by 50 billion last month. They can lift it to 100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion. It doesn't matter now because all they are doing is kicking the can down the road, and the sound of inevitability is fast approaching. Over in the US, budget Congress leaders reach short-term deal. US congressional leaders have agreed to keep funding the government until next March, can kicking, narrowly avoiding an end-of-year showdown over taxes and spending, when probably half of them will have retired, be out of the firing line and go, well, we didn't know about it. Next, house prices still falling, says Nationwide. This is to do with the UK. On Monday, figures indicated that the property market is heading for a new downturn, with new mortgage approvals at their lowest since 2010. The Nationwide said the decline in housing prices was due to the current recession. Genius! Oh, that's like saying, yeah, well, I went in the sea and the sharks bit me, and it was because there's sharks in the sea. Marvellous. Manufacturing in slump in US, UK, eurozone and China. Remember, this is a global economy that we're all in now, folks, and it is not working. US manufacturing growth shrank for the second month in a row, showed a survey by the Institute of Supply Management. In the UK, the manufacturing sector shrank at its fastest rate for more than 3 years, while in the eurozone, factory output contracted at its fastest pace in 3 years. So even with all the stimulus, this will kickstart the economy, this will do this will do this, here we are 3 years later, and it is contracting even faster. Next, ECB keeps rates at 0.75% as further measures are weighted. But all eyes will be on what is said at a news conference to be held shortly, in which it could be announced measures to bring down Spain's cost borrowing. Printing. Hopes were raised when ECB President Mario Draghi, I can never pronounce that, said it would do whatever it takes to support the euro. Basically meaning, as I said in my last video, they are going to print that into absolute oblivion. All that said in mind, folks, do keep stacking on the drops, and it's going to be your pension. It's as simple as that. None of the fundamentals have changed. All they are doing is can kicking, and all these news headlines that I've just read out quite clearly state that they do not have a clue. They are sailing a rudderless ship into oblivion, and if you start swapping your paper into metal, you will be slowly but surely removing yourself and getting off that ship. Link is down below, folks. Watch yourself.